Hi viewers, welcome to our channel Light to Crack Math. So if you are a first time viewer of a channel, do subscribe our channel without wait and click on the bell button to receive future notifications of our video. So in our previous video, we had discussed about the two system of numeration, the Indian system of numeration and the international system of numeration. In today's video, we are going to discuss about estimation. As we all know, estimation in mathematics means rounding off. So rounding off to the nearest number. So first we will just have a recap of what is estimating a number to the nearest 10. Suppose we are given a number 33 and we are asked to round it off to the nearest 10. So then you will have to look at the ones place. So the number in the ones place, if it is going to be less than 5, then the number in the tens place will remain the same. Whereas if the number in the ones place is going to be more than 5 or equal to 5, then what will happen is you will have to increase your tens digit by 1. So in this example 33, our ones place is less than 5, which means our tens place will remain the same, and instead of writing 3 in the ones place, you will be replacing 3 by 0. So we'll have a look at another example, 37. So here you can see that your ones place has the number 7. So 7 is greater than 5, right? So what we have to do is you will have to add your tens place by 1. So your tens place will be changing to 4 now, and you will be replacing 7 by 0. So this is how you will have to round off a given number to its nearest 10. So now we will see how to round off a given number to the nearest 100. So for this I'm going to take an example of 3482. Since we are supposed to round it off to the nearest 100, I will just have a look at my tens place. So it is the same. My tens place is greater than 5. So what I have to do is I have to add 1 to my hundreds place. So my hundreds place will become 5. And my thousands place, the number will remain the same. And my tens and ones place will be replaced by 0. So we'll see another example, 1437. So again, this is your ones, tens, hundreds and thousands. You are asked to round it off to the nearest 100. So just have a look at your tens place. Here your tens place is less than 5. So there will be no change in the hundreds place. So it will be 1 4. And you will have to replace your 3 and 7, that is your tens place and your ones place, by 0. So the answer is 1400. So now we are going to see how to round off a given number to the nearest 1000. So for this, let us take an example of 7693. So since we are asked to round it off to the nearest thousands place, we will just have a look at the hundreds place. So since my hundreds place is greater than 5, I will be adding 1 to my thousands place. So my thousands place is now 8. And I will be replacing my hundreds, tens and ones place by 0. So my 7693 when rounded off to the nearest 1000 becomes 8000. So now we'll see another example. So the second number would be 5316. So again this number also we are going to round it off to the nearest thousand. So since it is supposed to be rounded off to the nearest thousand, we will just have a look at the hundreds place. So our hundreds place is less than 5. Hence, what will happen is there will be no change in our thousands place. That thousands place will remain the same. And we will be replacing our hundreds, tens and ones place by 0. So 5316 will be rounded off to 5000. So now, since we have seen how to round off a given number to its nearest 10, 100 and 1000, the next concept which we are going to see is finding out estimated sum, difference, product and quotient when two numbers are given to us. So now first we'll be starting off with estimating a sum. So let us take an example of 421 plus 167. So very first step is I have to round off 421. But in the sum, they have just simply given us estimate the sum. There is no particular place given to us. They have not given any particular information of to which place the number should be rounded off. In such case, you must always take the highest place value. So here, since it is a 3-digit number, the highest place value is 100. So we will be rounding it off to the nearest hundreds place. So if we have to round it off to the hundreds place, then we will have to have a look at the ones place. Our ones place is actually less than 5. So there will be no change in our hundreds place. So 4 will remain as such, and our tens and our ones place will be replaced by 0. Okay, so now we'll move on to the next number, 167. Moving on to 167, again you will have to round it off to the highest place value, which is hundreds place. So now I will just have a look at the tens place. So my tens place is 6, which is greater than 5, right? So I will have to add 1 to my hundreds place, so that becomes 2, and my tens and the ones place will be replaced by 0. So now this is the rounded off value. So what I will do is estimating sum. So sum means you will have to add, right? So I'm going to add my 400 plus 200. So I get 600, right? So this sum which we get here is called the estimated sum. So what is it called? It is called the estimated sum. So now if I am going to add 241 plus 167. So 7 plus 1 is 8, 6 plus 2 is 8, 4 plus 1 is 5. So this number, this sum 588 is called my actual sum. Okay, so now if you want to know if your estimated sum is right, what you can do is you can try rounding off your actual sum and check. So 588, so this is my ones, tens and my hundreds place. So if you see here, what is my highest place value is 5, right? So I will just have a look at my tens place. So in my tens place, 8 is greater than 5, which means I have to add 1 to the hundreds place. So 588 is nothing but it is rounded off to 600, which is the estimated sum which I have got previously. So my estimated sum is actually right. So now we will just move on to estimating the difference. So the steps are the same. So I will take an example of 789 minus 539. So since we are not given any particular place value to be rounded off, I will take my highest place value, that is my hundreds place, hundreds, tens and ones. So now I will just have a look at my tens place, right? So my tens place is actually greater than 5, which means I have to add 1 to my hundreds place. So this number is 8, right? And my tens and ones will be replaced by 0 as 800. So now we'll just move on to the second number, 539. So again, this is your ones, tens and hundreds. You will have to round it off to your nearest hundreds place. So just have a look at the tens place. So in your tens place, you have 3, which is less than 5. So there will be no change in your hundreds place. So 5 will remain 5, and your 3 and 9 will be replaced by 0. Now we have rounded off both our numbers. So now we will have to subtract both the numbers to find the difference. So with 0 minus 0 is 0. Again 0 minus 0 is 0. So now we have got 8 minus 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. So this 300 is called your estimated difference. What is it called? It is called the estimated difference. So now what will be your actual difference? So that is nothing but 789 minus 539. So your 9 minus 9 is 0, 8 minus 3 is 5, 7 minus 5 is 2. So now this is your actual difference. So to check your answer, you will have to round off 250 to the nearest 100. So since you have got 5 in the tens place, you will have to add 1 to the hundreds place. So that becomes 3, and replace your ones and tens place by 0, and you get 300, which is the same as your estimated difference. So now we'll be moving on to finding out our estimation of the product. So for this, I'm going to take an example of 188 into 31. So now I'll be taking the first number, 188. Okay. So this is your ones place, tens place, and hundreds place. So again, here also we have not been given any particular place value to be rounded off. So we'll be taking the highest place value, which is the hundreds place. So now since we have to round it off to the nearest 100, we will be looking at the tens place. So in our tens place, we have got 8, which is actually greater than 5, which means you will have to add 1 to your hundreds place. So the number will be rounded off to 2, and these two, your tens and the ones place, will be replaced by 0. So your 188 is rounded off to 200. Moving on to your second number, 31. So here again, since it is a 2-digit number, your highest place value is your tens place. So you will have to look at the ones place. In your ones place, you have 1, which is less than 5. Hence, there will be no change in your tens place. So your tens place number is 3. You write 3 as such, and this 1 in your ones place will be replaced by 0. So now what are we supposed to do? You will have to multiply 200 into 30. So when you are having zeros, what you will have to do, just count the number of zeros you have. 1, 2, 3. So just add the same number of zeros down, and then what is the remaining number you have? 2 into 3. 2 3s are 6. So 6,000 is your estimated product, that which we have got. So again, for the verification purpose, we'll just multiply 188 by 31. So 1 8s are 8, 1 8s are 8, 1 1s are 1, and 3 8s are 24, 3 8s are 24 plus 2, 26, 3 1s are 3 plus 2, 5. So when you add, you get 5,828, which is your actual product, right? So now we will try to round off our actual product to the nearest thousands place, because this is a 4-digit number and our highest place value is 1000. So since we have to round it off to the nearest 1000, we'll just have a look at the hundreds place. In our hundreds place, we have got 8, which is greater than 5. Hence, we will be adding 1 to our thousands place, and that becomes 6, and the remaining 3 place values, hundreds, tens and ones, will be replaced by 0. So you see, we have got the same estimated product. So finally, the last topic for discussion in this video is estimating quotient. So again, I'll take another example of 548 divided by 7. So 548 is a 3-digit number where my highest place value is 100. So I will have to round off the given number to the nearest hundreds place, which means I will have to look at the tens place. So my tens place is less than 5, which means my hundreds place would remain the same, and I will be replacing my tens and the ones place by 0. And what about 7? Will you round it off? No. You will have 7 as 7 itself. So 500 divided by 7. Okay. So now I'm just going to divide my 500 divided by 7. So 7 sevens are 49. And when I'm subtracting, I get 1 and I bring down 0. So 7 ones are 7, right? And you have a remainder of 3. So 500 is actually not exactly divisible by 7. So we will not be able to find the estimated quotient. So what I will be doing is, I will just check for this hundreds and tens place. Okay, so 7 sevens are is 49. That is my highest number or product which I can use. So what is my next one? 7 eights are 56. So if I'm going to get 56 here, then I will be able to get my estimated quotient, right? So we will be doing that. So 7 eights are is 56. So instead of 500, I will be dividing it by 560. So now I get 7 eights are 56, and when I am subtracting, I get 0 and I bring down 0. 7 zeros are 0, and again I get 0 when subtracting. So my 80 will be my estimated quotient. So let us check if this is going to work out. So 548 divided by 7. Alright, 7 5s are 35. Again, 7 sevens are 49. So that only we'll have to do. 7 sevens are 49. So when you're subtracting, what will you be getting? 14 minus 9 is 5, right? So this is 0. And then I bring down 8. So again, 7 sevens are 49. 7 eights are 56. So I get a remainder of 2 here. So what is my actual quotient? So 78 is going to be my actual quotient. So now if I'm going to round off 78, so since this is a 2-digit number, I'll have to have a look at the ones place, right? So my ones place is 8, which is greater than 5. So I have to add 1 to my tens place. So that becomes 8, and I'll be replacing my ones place by 0. So that is 80, which is what I've got as my estimated quotient. If this video was informative, then like our video and share this video with your friends so that they too get the light to crack their math.